let the interview begin.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the For Love of Nerds podcast. I'm here with Sandy Johnson. Hi, Sandy. Thanks for being here.
You're welcome. I'm happy to be here.
I'm glad you could be part of the show. So how's your day been so far?
It's been fine. I've actually had a time to kind of sit down and relax a little bit, which it's been a while. So it kind of felt good.
I'm glad to hear. So obviously you're an actor and a model. So how did you get into those two careers?
I got into those careers because I was interested in those subjects in school. And so I went into drama club and dance production and acting classes. So it started pretty young, probably middle school.
Oh, okay. And the role I know you for is Judith Myers in Halloween. So how did you come across that role and what was it like being part of that film?
I was sent out on an interview by my agency for an interview for what was going to be called the Babysitter Murders at the time, which later became Halloween. But I interviewed for several parts, and they called my agency a couple days later and said that I had been cast as Judith Myers.
Nice. And what was it like working on that?
Oh, it was great. It was just a one-day shoot, but it was all day. It was a busy day with lots of stuff going on the set itself, getting the house fixed up to look like people lived in it instead of the other scenes where it was all decrepit and everything. Yeah, it was busy. It was a complicated shot, so it took a lot of rehearsals to get everybody in sync, like they wanted it to work with timing and etc. So yeah, it was fun. It was a good shoot.
Awesome. And are you still recognized for that role to this day?
Yes, very much so.
So what's it like? Obviously, because that film is like 30 plus years old now. So what's it like being recognized for a role that you did in your 20s?
I did, yes, early 20s, and it's 40. I think it's actually 42 years old now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's been a while. And yeah, it's amazing that Halloween has become such an iconic film. But I mean, I totally understand it. It's a great film and it's kind of timeless.
Of course, yeah. Have you got any other favorite roles you've enjoyed doing as an actor or actress?
Yes, I had some parts in a film called Gas Pump Girls.
Okay.
And that was a very fun film. I enjoyed acting in it very much. And also Kirsten Baker from Friday the 13th, part 2 was also in it.
Oh, nice. So obviously you're a model as well. So did you do a lot more modeling or was it acting that you swayed towards in your early days?
I started out I started out modeling professionally, doing clothes and makeup and, things like that. And then I ended up getting Playboy. And so then I got a lot more international jobs after that.
Okay.
And then that led into the acting.
Oh, nice. Was that in 1970s Playboy?
1974.
Oh, wow. Cool. Nice. And so did you continue consistently with your modeling from then?
I did. I both acted and modeled until I was probably around, 26. I lost both my parents and I moved away and just was very depressed for a while till I kind of got over that. And then I became a teacher. And so it's only been in the last couple of years that I've gotten back into acting and stuff. So it kind of got cut short by the loss of my parents.
Oh, that's a shame. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, that was a while ago, but and obviously I've noticed you're in the UK this year for the For Love of Horror. So I've noticed you're doing a bit more conventions.
Yes, I've been doing a lot of conventions. Last year, of course, they all got canceled, but this year they're actually going on and a lot of people are coming out. So it's been really fun. I just finished up Chicago Flashback Weekend a couple weeks ago. In another couple weeks, I'll be in Cincinnati, Ohio for a really big convention.
Oh, nice.
And of course, I'll be coming to the UK, fingers crossed,
Yes.
for the love of horror. I'm going to be very, very upset if it cancels 2 years in a row, or
Trust
if
me,
they won't let me in.
I'm meant to be going there as well, so I'm looking forward to it.
Cool.
So what have been some of your career highlights? Acting, modeling?
Well, I would say Halloween, of course, was unique because it was a horror film, and my other films have been comedies, which I also enjoy doing. The probably the highlight of my modeling would have had to have been Playboy, simply because I worked with fabulous photographers and set designers, and I got to travel and go to the Playboy mansions. I mean, it was an amazing opportunity. So I guess those are probably the highlights from early on. And now I'm getting ready to make some more films, so that's exciting too.
Oh, nice. What's it like getting back into acting after so long?
Well, it's a little scary because it's been a very long time, but I'm working with a very good coach out of California. We've been working virtually for about a year now, I guess. So that has been very helpful. So now I'm just ready. I did one film, but I did it virtually because it was for Hungary. So that was interesting, but I'm ready to get back on the set and really interact with people and the other actors. So I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome, that's really cool. So obviously you said you're working on a few more films. How about modeling, or is that not in the picture anymore?
The modeling that I have been doing has been for my Facebook. I've had several photo shoots of horror related things with Michael and just glamour shots and stuff. So yeah, I'm still modeling, but it's been mostly for the fans on Facebook.
That's cool.
And Instagram.
Yeah. And what do you plan to do more of down the line?
Well, probably acting. I mean, I would certainly do modeling if someone's interested in more of that, but acting, yes. I want to make lots of movies.
I hope you manage to make a lot more.
Thank you.
So are you more recognized these days for horror, or your Playboy days, or modeling in general?
Wow. I actually have quite a few fans from all of those.
Oh.
Halloween, of course, is probably the biggest one, but there are a lot of people who like the comedies I was in and follow those. And I have a lot of fans internationally that like the Playboy I was in. So I still have a lot of activity in all of those.
Oh, okay. And what's it like looking back on your early days?
Well, it's pretty amazing that all of those things have managed to survive and that people of all ages still enjoy them.
Of course.
So
yeah.
that's pretty cool. That I think Gas Pump Girls, I think, streams on Amazon, and some people have purchased HOTS, and my Playboy still go for quite a bit of money, autographed on eBay. So yeah, I did some good stuff, I guess, that people still enjoy.
That's good to hear.
I guess I did good stuff.
Clearly. And do you have any other interests you'd like to pursue?
I like to do crafty things. So at some point, I'll probably try to add some more horror related things to my website that are handmade and designed by me. But right now I'm too busy to do that, but it's there. At some point, I'd also like to write a book. I've had an interesting life that is unusual in a lot of ways. So I think that would be fun to write as well.
Yes, definitely. Yes. And do you feel like you've achieved all your goals at this point, or do you still think you have a lot that you want to tick off wise?
Yeah, there's a lot I'd still like to do. Like I said, my goals were cut really short by
Yeah.
depression. And I mean, I didn't stay depressed. I went on and became a teacher and had wonderful children in my life, and I have a wonderful husband. So all of those things are good. But now I've come full circle. I'm no longer a teacher. I've retired from that. So it's a good time to pick that back up and see
Yeah.
where I can take it.
Yeah. So do you see this time as sort of trying to reclaim what you would like to have achieved after you turn 26, obviously, as you said? Is that what you sort of see this time as?
Right. Yeah, I definitely would like to kind of pick up from there. Obviously, I'm much older, so the roles would be different.
Yeah, of course.
Just the same. I'd love those opportunities to continue acting and improve my craft and work with others.
Awesome. And what would you say is your biggest achievement as an actor?
I would say that some of my scenes in Gas Pump Girls are very good. They're a lot of it was improv, and I
Okay.
think it turned out funny and good. So I would say some of it is from the comedies. I also had some good scenes in Hots that I think turned out really well. So I guess probably those two films, only because I had bigger parts in them.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because Judith May is obviously only in a couple
Yeah,
of scenes,
it's
aren't you? So
right. It's a short part. I mean, I'm very happy with the scenes in Halloween, and I certainly feel blessed that I got to be a part of such an amazing franchise.
yeah.
But unfortunately, I didn't live long.
No. And is there any horror films you would have loved to have appeared in
That I wish what?
that you could have been part of, like Friday the 13th, Hellraiser, those sort of films?
Yeah, I would have loved to have been a part of all of those.
Okay.
I mean, Scream is awesome, Friday the 13th, Hellraiser, they're all good. So yes, it would have been fun. It would have been fun to have been in some other Halloweens as well. Of course, I was in 2018 with a flashback,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it would have
exactly.
been fun to have had another role.
Of course. And do you have a dream role?
Well, I guess it's not really a particular thing, other than I would love to have a part that is like maybe a psychological thriller.
Okay.
So I would have a good part to really just develop that character and really get into it. Something meaty would be nice.
Nice. And I have one final question I'd like to ask you, and that's what is one of your fondest memories in your life?
In my life or my career?
Either or.
Either. I guess since I lost my parents so early, one of my favorite memories is walking down the beach with my dad and just kind of holding his hand as the sun went down and just enjoying those times with him before he got sick.
That's really nice to hear. Again, it's always awful losing your parents, as you said, at a young age. So, well, thank you, Sandy. It's been amazing talking to you. I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. I'm glad we got to get together.
Yeah, I'm glad we can finally arrange it. So thank you.
Hopefully I'll see you at For the Love of Horror.
Yes, I'll make sure to see you. So enjoy the rest of your day and take care.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks. Bye.